Alright, it's Friday. It's like 10. Today's the day. Also, Adam's not in the garage right now, so he's not going to see this part of the video. I'm saying he should do like a turbo kit on this because I think it would be cool and like different. He doesn't want to. Comment below. Don't say that I told you to comment it. Just be like, oh, this would be really cool if you boosted it or something like that. And I think he'll do it if you guys tell him to. So we'll get on with the video now.
My fucking chancellor, man. Today's the day. I want to start this video with a sincere apology. What are you doing, man?
It's too dark.
Why is it on inside? Can you figure it out, maybe?
I know.
Alright, I want to start this video out with a sincere apology. Clearly do not... What the fuck are you doing? Do not condone putting a dual cam S14 motor in AE86. It was an unfortunate event. Well, we didn't do it. That's what I'm trying to say. We do not condone this kind of activity.
Who cares, man? It's an engine.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Okay, no, like a carb V8. How come all like RX-7s on Craigslist have 350 in them? Anyway, we do not condone this. It's already in here. We are not prejudiced against any engines. You know us. So it's obviously going to stay in here because I was like, that sucks. And then I drove it and I was like, this slaps. Because 4AGs, they're expensive. They're all burning oil like no tomorrow. They're not that fast. This pulls hard, is reliable, and you can beat the fuck out of it. So we're going to pull this out, refresh it, make it all cool. That's what we're going to do today. As you can see, I have the wrenching chanclas on. A steel toe. This is Jesus toe. Jesus Christ, you're going to protect my toes. And yeah, let's get her going. We borrowed the engine hoist from Ben and an engine stand. Pull her out, and then once it's out, we can delete everything in the engine bay, make it real nice and clean, tuck a bunch of shit. Our biggest issue, I think, is going to be... Could you fuck off, dude? Our biggest issue, I think, is going to be, as Noah pointed out, the harness is routed through the intake, so we're going to have to bust out the intake to get that sucker out of there. Looks good, looks all clean, but it's going to be an absolute nightmare. Yeah, anyway, let's get her going.
Right now, what we're going to do is we're just going to start getting everything out, ready to pull. So we're probably not going to film that because it's pointless.
Can we have a quick stretching session before we get into this? I just feel like we need to limber up. We got the rad out. It's dripping like a faucet on the ground. It's alright. I'll get absorbed. No unbolted the intake manifold. Wow, I thought we did so well with not spilling any coolant. Wow, that was a lot. Lucky this garage floor is like SpongeBob and porous as shit, so she gets soaked up. Alright, come on then. Here we go. Sorry we didn't film too much of that. We're bumping the highwayman and just getting her done. So yeah, everything is out. I don't know if we're gonna have to pull the header. It looks like we can pull it out with the header on it. So yeah, next step I guess is to get under the car, get it up in the air with some jack stands. Can bust out all the stuff in the bottom, and then yeah, you can see there's so much like just jungus that we're gonna have to deal with. Some big jungus. So that's Mids Pack 3000, but we're gonna get her going. It's gonna be tight ass, fam. Know what I mean? What do you think, Noah?
That was a nightmare, man.
It wasn't that bad of a nightmare. It took like an hour and a half.
I don't know. Whoever put this in didn't have any plans of taking it out.
Yeah, there was a lot of jungus we were dealing with. It was fairly bunk. Yeah, I don't know. But it's done now, and Noah, the in-house KA specialist, is going to simplify the intake manifold. We're going to delete everything that's not absolutely vital. Unfortunately, we want to keep heat for defrost in the winter, because that sucks if you can't defrost. Yeah, alt is Everything's off the alt, everything's off the starter. There's all the grounds are disconnected. Should be ready to come out, minus under the car, slave, trans cross member. We have to pull out the drive shaft. I believe it's one piece. I can't quite remember. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna go eat some bagels. We're gonna make them ourselves, like there's Starbucks in this. But yeah, stay tuned. The amount of connectors sitting in this. Good soup. Is it going in or is it just going beside? 50%. It's almost a pass. I'd like 60 though. This is awesome. But yeah, now we're gonna pull up the van, which has Ben's hoist and engine stand in it. We're gonna pull it up here, unload that, then we're gonna take the van over to Noah's house to get the illuminator, the big jack, and the rest of the jack stands, so we can jack this bitch up. Jack stand it, get on under there, unbolt some stuff, then yoink this hoe, put it on the stand. Look at that, hoist in there. Hello, hello, hello. Surprised it didn't go through the back window, eh? What the f***? Was there like a dirty rag in there? I don't know, Ben's been doing some funny business in
I
here.
just finger blasted that.
Cabbage. This house isn't done yet. Fucking speed it. Let the nightmare begin. Whoops.
Just shattered the glass.
Yeah, let's put this over here. Watch the trunky, eh? Alright, so we got everything. Hoist, the illuminator, stand, the rest of our jack stands, so we can get her going. First we're gonna try this double shot thing. It's got 1,000 milligrams of potassium in it, so banana, I guess. Why is it carbonated, man? When have you had carbonated coffee? Tastes like a homeless guy burning in a fucking dumpster, man. Not that I don't like that flavor, but... We got the car up in the air. Trans cross members off. Bunch of stuff's unplugged, slaves off. I'm just trying to get the speedo cable out, but then we gotta pull the header out because it's like massive hetero header. It goes like all the way back and it's one piece, so we gotta pull that out before the engine comes out. We're gonna try to not unbolt the drive shaft from the diff, see how that goes, probably terribly, but we'll try. Car being untroy bolted. Trans is draining. Maybe it is drained by now. Trans cross members out. So yeah, we just have to disconnect a few more things down here, fully take the header out. I'm gonna yank it. I'm fucking sick, man. Why have we never used this? Oh, whoa. Why is it so hard to control, man? I guess the safety sandals aren't rated for this kind of activity. Move it down. Oh, my anus. This one's bigger than a 14. Can you get me one bigger that's bigger than 14? Can you give me a 15 or a 16 or a 17? I think it's likely 17, eh? Yeah. How much is Bezdals on that thing? All of it. Oh.
Why would you ever do that?
I don't know, it's so irritating.
Cool.
You know what I mean. Alright, so that's one less thing. We need to pull the shifter off. I'll be a bit of a cuntosaurus Rex.
And then we're good to yank it.
Yeah, and we're good to fucking yank it.
I guess this is it.
Let's go over this far.
Pull this out.
No way.
What?
Oh. I thought the piston was flat. Hello?
It's not going up anymore.
Is it going now?
Yeah.
I think we need to close the garage door. What's it hung up on? Should I try to go down a bit now that it's not in there?
Mm-hmm. I think it's the drive shaft stopping it.
Is it in front of the engine mount?
Yeah.
I should want to yank the thing off.
Pull it off the jack stand.
Yeah. Holy f***. We had to put the camera down. That was the worst engine pull we've ever experienced. That engine was not supposed to be in there, and it showed. Anyway, it's out. Got a big gaping hole in this thing. It's here on the ground, leaking tranny fluid, which is pretty sick. That was terrible. So now we're gonna jack her back up, blast off the trans, put this on the engine stand, and maybe clean it up and call it an episode. I got something I can wedge in there and fry. Sick me. Should we just pull it back and then put our hand in there? Alright, trans is over there. Fuck, dude. It's hot as shit too in here. It's like all hot box. But now we gotta pull off the clutch, pressure plate, and flywheel, so we can put this on the stand. Busting? Nuts.
My one just broke.
Is it?
No.
So we bolted this wrench on here that was pushing against the next bolt. Then I sat on the motor and Noah manually impacted it, just threw his back out into it. And look at that. Fucking decent. As you can probably tell, we've called it a day. Our issue is we only have 2 bolts long enough to get on the engine stand. But Noah thinks he has some at his house. But it's 5:30, so it's almost bedtime. So we're gonna call it for today. But yeah, big things coming now that we have the engine out. We can clean up all this wiring and shit, and then start deleting and cleaning up the engine bay. There's a bunch of holes in it with X's by them. Those are getting deleted. This bracket's getting deleted. All this is getting simplified and cleaned up, and then this is gonna get painted. Engine's probably going to go to bodywork before the engine goes back in. But yeah, so it still needs the bodywork done. I need to find, if anyone has an 86 aftermarket front bumper, please hit me up, because I don't want this. I already have a JDM rear bumper. But yeah, lots of exciting stuff to come for this. The engine bay work, cleaning up, resealing the KA, painting the valve cover, painting the block, deleting a bunch of shit from under the intake manifold. And then also Noah's car, we're dropping off for paint this weekend. So that's exciting, it's gonna look sick. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We also have Noah's scooter build. I don't know when we'll have time for that, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we're gonna be posting 2 videos a week, so stay tuned. Also, if you wanna help us out with buying parts and shit for these cars, link is in the description. Pick up some merch, still lots of crew necks, car accessories. Chill, man. But yeah, otherwise, please like, comment, subscribe. Comment if you've tried those KD special flavors like cotton candy and shit. Let us know how it was. I'm scared to try it, so I'm not gonna. Unless everyone says it's really busting, fam. So yeah, comment down below or comment whatever you want. Comment something random. Alright? Fuck off.
The boys will try to hit a million K up on that YouTube.